Fancy meeting you here. It's Nels, Daily Driver Dreamer, and I just got a package. Adams. I went ahead and got the UV reactive ceramic coating kit. Never done it before, but I figured that's probably a smart move. So that's it. Gonna unbox it real quick. Got our microfiber towels and the terry cloth applicator towels, it looks like. Not bad. Bottle, sprayers, ceramic coating boost. Got the actual wheel coating. It is the wheel coating kit. Little spongy boys. Some gloves. And what's that? Surface prep. I guess to wash everything. I actually have to wash all the faces because they've got metal dust on them from the machining. And some instructions. Alright. Oh, and the UV light. Is that a mint? Okay, I'm probably gonna have that for dinner. And a sticker. Well, turns out I didn't have any batteries for the flashlight, and it took 6 AA's. So I Amazoned that. This is a couple days later. And read some instructions, watched some videos, kind of figured out how to do it. Called Adams, made sure the timing in between coats and wiping it off and everything was what I thought it would be, you know, 30 seconds, a minute. It seemed to go really fast in the video, so I did confirm that, but we're gonna go ahead and do those today. Probably just one wheel altogether, and then I'll do the second coating tomorrow. It's the same process, wipe on, wipe off, and let's check out everything. Got the wheels laid out, off the carpet, cut the box open, put the barrels down. So yeah, I'm gonna choose one and we're gonna get to work. Put this kit to use. So we're gonna show you what I did on the other one. So you get the surface prep first. Get it all wet. It's going to get on your hands. So, what I learned, just soak one side of the pad real well, and I just started at the valve stem hole, because these are 3-piece. You can kind of start wherever, as long as you kind of remember where you went. And you just kind of make one solid pass and keep it moving, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Get the whole surface. You have plenty of time. You don't have to do little chunks, especially on a 3-piece, because this is much less surface area. So, get it soaked. I tend to get it on the corners too, so that it will go into the grooves of the wheel a little bit better. Just get it soaked. And get started. And I'm probably ruining my mat. Try to get a real low pass. And then I just turn it out. Up a little bit, do about a 50-50 overlap. I tend to accentuate over the top a little bit just so I get that curve. Even it out. Okay, so that should be one pretty solid coating. You can see I got a little bit better coverage than the, well, you can't see because I'm not going to show you the video, but I got a little bit better coverage this time than the last time. So there's a low spot. Just go through here. I didn't have any good coverage right there, probably where I spun the sponge. And like I said, I'm going to do 2 coatings like this. So basically just get good even coverage and then let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll wipe it off and go again. There we go. All right, so I went ahead and did one layer just on my own because I wasn't sure what technique I wanted to use. Man, these boys are popping. Looks way brighter on the camera, but dang good. So yeah, I did do the first layer. I actually used just the yellow towel, and I just soaked the corner in the ceramic thing and just got my finger down in the holes. I'll show you here in a second. So I got my finger down the holes. I got the little crack right there, or the seat for the center cap, the whole lip around the edge, and then I went all the way around the edge on the flat piece right there and got up the spokes on each section. And I just started here and went piece by piece and got along the inner edge. So I made sure I got full coverage, and I'll show you. I don't know how well it'll show up real quick, but here's UV. You can see the table's gotten a lot of love, but it's all glowing, it's all smooth. There was actually, like, along the edges of the bolt holes at the bottom, it would actually kind of pile up some of the UV, so I made sure I got all that out. But yeah, nice smooth coat, and then I'm gonna run you through the second coat real quick, and then I'll do the other ones. Cool. Okay, so I just piled up the corner, folded it a couple times, and then get it. I just did a rotation all the way around each of the lug nut holes. So I got all those pretty well wiped. And then I just used this to get in along the corners here. And then I switched to the sponge afterwards. You can actually tell it's kind of like darker and wetter. You can see it really popping a whole lot. Well, in real life. We don't know about the camera. And just get that nice and soaked, kind of get near the edge, just like the barrels. Cap on and go all the way around the outside. Just get a nice thick layer, and then I go up each spoke and make sure I get the face really well. Finish at the valve stem hole. Make sure I got this edge pretty well. All right, so that's the full face. And then kill the lights and see if we got any holes anywhere. So if you can see in here where it's kind of streaky, I want to just make sure that those look a little more even with the coating. Make sure I got good application in there. Just come around all these. These last couple actually look pretty decent. Yeah. Everything's looking good. And you can see here, hopefully on camera, you can see where it's brighter around the lug hole because it actually kind of piles up the coating around there. So in like 2 or 3 minutes, when this stuff starts to set, I just gotta start there and make sure I wipe it all down real well. You can see the UV in the bolt holes or in the lug nut holes. So I gotta make sure I clean those out real well. Yeah, it looks like pretty decent coverage. And then I'll wipe it down here in a second. Just get these a little bit smoother. Yeah, if anything, I don't know if this is the best kit or not, but this UV is pretty awesome. Definitely seems to help a lot. All right, that's it. So we're back another day. I just wanted to see if I could show you the difference between uncoated and coated. On the back here, I haven't done the insides of the spokes or anything yet, but I put a bigger drop of water on here. This is basically a completely uncovered section, and you can see where the tail of the water drags, and it moves kind of slow. And then I'll flip to the front side in just a second and you'll see how fast it moves. And here's a big old drop of water on the front side, the side that is ceramic coated already. You can see it beads really well and doesn't, well, you saw. I wish I had more water. No tail, just slides right off. Cool. And then the spray that I'm about to do, which is the ceramic boost, is actually just to kind of strengthen and I guess lengthen the amount of time that it's hydrophobic. And you're supposed to spray it on and let it sit for a second and then buff it off with the big fluffy towel. So I'm gonna do the face real quick here in just a second, and the rear barrels, and then I'm gonna actually apply to the front lips. I ran out of time yesterday, but you will probably see that here in a minute. All right, changed up the light a little bit. Just gonna spray. I cut this down, I cut the straw down. Just gonna spray, buff, and maybe we'll throw some more water on it. I don't think it's gonna make any that big of a difference. Ooh, that actually smells good. It smells like a car wash. I'm so glad these are not mesh wheels right now. I'd have paid like $400 to have somebody ceramic coat those. Got the face or the spokes buffed mostly. Sides of the spoke. Get in between the spokes there. And then get all the bolt hole areas. And I think that's the one I started on, but that should be it. Shiny, smooth, hydrophobic. That's it.